Stop trying to add more energy to your life. Meditation apps, supplements, positive thinking. None of it works long term if you're ignoring the real problem. See, the ancient Hawaiians figured this out thousands of years ago. They didn't try to create more energy, they removed what was blocking it. And once you understand this principle, everything changes. My name is Malhotra, and I help people clear the emotional weight that's draining their energy so they can finally feel alive again. In this video, I'm going to show you what the ancient Hawaiians called mana and why most people are running on empty even when they do all the right things. And a simple principle you can use today to start getting your energy back. See, this isn't something I read in a book. I'm one of only very few officially recognized teachers of ancient Hawaiian huna in the world. And I teach this work in depth through in-person trainings. And what I'm about to share with you is the foundation of everything. See, the ancient Hawaiians had a word for life force energy. They called it mana. Mana is the fuel behind everything. Your motivation, your focus, your creativity, your ability to love, your capacity to build a life or a business or a family. See, when mana is high, life feels lighter. You wake up with energy. Ideas come easily. You handle stress without it breaking you down. But when mana is low, everything feels hard. Simple tasks feel heavy. You procrastinate. You snap at people you love. You wonder where your drive went. And here's the part most people miss. Mana isn't something you get. It's something you either protect or you drain. And this is where most people go wrong. They try to add energy through external fixes, more coffee, more motivation videos, more willpower. But none of that works if something is quietly draining your tank from the inside. The ancient Hawaiians lived by a very simple rule. Whatever increases your mana, do more of that. Whatever decreases your mana, begin to remove that. That's it. No complicated rituals, no expensive programs, no forcing yourself to be positive. Just awareness and alignment. Think about that for a second. When you spend time with certain people, do you feel energized or drained afterwards? When you do certain activities, do they fill you up or empty you out? When you're in certain environments, do you feel alive or depleted? Now, most people never ask these questions. They just push through, wondering why they feel exhausted all the time. And the Hawaiians understood something we've forgotten. Energy isn't unlimited, it's a resource. And if you're not protecting it, you're losing it. Think about your own life for a moment. What drains you? What fills you up? Drop it in the comments. I'm curious what comes up for you. Now, this next part explains everything. Now, here's where it all starts to make sense. So why are so many people exhausted today? It's not just age, it's not just stress, it's not just work. It's unresolved emotional weight, divorce, business collapse, loss, betrayal, trauma. We call these significant emotional events. And when these events are not cleared from the nervous system, they don't disappear. They sit there quietly using energy. It's like apps running in the background of your phone, draining the battery even when you're not using them. This is why people say things like, I used to have drive, now I don't. Or I've lost my mojo. Well, they haven't lost anything. Their mana is just tied up. Now, here's where it gets serious. Every unresolved emotional event from the past takes up space. And when enough of them pile up, there's no room left for the energy you need. The energy you need to create, to connect, to feel fully alive. This is exactly what the energy cube model shows. Your nervous system has a limited amount of usable energy. And when emotional events remain unresolved, your cube fills up. When the cube is full, mana cannot flow. So you try to create more with less available energy. And you wonder why you're always exhausted. And here's the part that keeps people stuck for years. And this is why rest alone doesn't solve it, or affirmations, or reading another book. Now, those things can help on the surface, but they don't remove what's draining your energy at the source. Think about it this way. If you had a leak in your gas tank, would filling it up more often fix the problem? No. You'd still lose fuel. You'd still run out of energy before you reach your destination. The ancient Hawaiians didn't try to add more energy, they removed what was blocking it. They understood that the path to more mana isn't accumulation, it's clearing. And this is the mistake I see people make over and over. They chase more energy through external means while ignoring the internal drain. They end up exhausted, wondering what's wrong with them. Nothing is wrong with you. You just haven't cleared what's using up your energy. Now pay attention to this next piece. Now there's a lot more to this tradition than I'm sharing in one video. The ancient Hawaiians understood that forgiveness restores mana, that breath, what they call ha breath, directly increases it, that intention, sound, and even specific practices strengthen it. They also understood the role of the higher self and our relationship with nature and the elements. But all of that sits on one foundation: mana. If your mana is drained, nothing else works properly. And if your mana is blocked, no technique feels sustainable. This is why people try meditation and give up, why they start exercise routines and quit, why they read books about change but never actually change. The problem isn't the technique. The problem is there's no energy to fuel it. See, when emotional charge is cleared, mana naturally returns. Not because you forced it, but because nothing is blocking it anymore. And I've seen this happen hundreds of times. Someone walks in carrying 20 years of resentment from a divorce or guilt from a decision they made decades ago. We clear it, and within days, sometimes hours, something shifts. They sleep better. They wake up with energy they haven't felt in years. They start projects they've been putting off. More patient with their kids, more present with their partners. People tell me they feel lighter, more motivated, not hyped up or artificially energized, grounded. They say things like, "I feel like myself again," or "I didn't realize how much I was carrying." This is what's possible when you stop trying to add energy and start removing what's draining you. And this is especially for people in their 40s and beyond. People who feel capable but tired. People who say, "I'm not done yet, but I don't have the energy I used to." See, you don't need to become someone new. You don't need another morning routine or productivity system. You need your mana back. And the first step is understanding what's been taking it. So here's a question to ask yourself today. What in my life increases my mana and what quietly drains it? Start paying attention. Notice how you feel after certain conversations, after activities, after time spent in certain places or with certain people. Start there, because awareness alone begins the shift. You can change what you don't see. Once you start seeing where your energy goes, you can start making different choices. Now, this principle is the foundation. But here's the problem. Most people hear this and think, "Great, I'll just avoid things that drain me." But that doesn't clear what's already there. If you want to understand exactly how emotional events from the past drain your energy and how to clear them so mana can flow again, I've explained that in another video on this channel. It's where the energy cube model comes from. And it shows you exactly what's happening in your nervous system when unresolved emotions pile up. See, without understanding that piece, you'll keep trying to add energy to a system that's already full. So watch that video next. This is where it all connects. I'll see you in the next video.